Hello and welcome. Happy Wednesday. I am, of course, very excited to be here. We have a really special guest today, and he goes by Tim Jin, no title necessary. So once you meet him, you will understand what is so amazing and fantastic about him, although he doesn't think so. So he may just be like the most humblest person I've ever met. So I'm really excited. Let's bring him on now. He's been hanging out in the green room with me so patiently. All right. Hey, Tim. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm really excited right now.
Awesome. I want our listeners and our watchers to know that it was kind of difficult to get you on because you have such a busy schedule. You needed to get a pedicure.
I'm always busy because I'm always home because of COVID-19.
I know. And you told me a couple things going on. So your washer broke. That stinks. Yep. So coordinating someone to come out must be fun.
There is always something going on.
That's everybody's life. I know. Do you get a million Amazon packages?
Amazon is becoming my best friend and another credit card bill.
I know. And you get so excited and you can't remember what you ordered, right?
Everything is in a brown box.
I know. You have to guess, and then it ends up being dog food. Okay, so for our friends that are joining us today, this is going to be a little bit longer than our 15 minutes, and you can see that Tim needs a little time to respond. I do have three questions for him that he has already pre-planned, and I asked him if he had already, written them out, and he's like, "Of course, I don't have all day to sit and talk to you." All right. So we're going to get to it, and he is very gracious in that I can continue to ask some spontaneous questions here and there. So are you ready?
I type slow when I'm nervous. Toes.
You get twinkle toes. Okay, here we go. So my first question is, can you tell us a little bit about yourself, Tim? I know that You are a very private person, and that's a great way to put it. I was honored to have met you through Cognition. Andreas Forslund and Lucas Stuber, and I believe Chris Benedict all met you at the LA Abilities Expo this past year in January 2020. And I saw your video, and I'll be sure to have them put a link, or I'll do it myself in the comments to show you using the Speak Pro software.
Before COVID-19.
That's right. So when we could actually go out and do things and touch each other, right? So you coming over to the booth was absolutely one of those just amazing moments, you know, for the team to meet with you. And then everyone kept saying to me, you've got to meet Tim, you got to meet Tim. And so I finally got time with you. So just want to find out, what have you been doing all this time besides sitting in your house? Like, what have you been doing all your life?
I was born with cerebral palsy and graduated from Cal State Long Beach in speech communication. I've been an active member on several advisory boards, such as in Home Support Service, USC University Center for Excellence in Developmental Disabilities, Self-Determination Program Local Advisory Committee for Regional Center of Orange County, Task in Bree, California, Disability Voices United, and California Communications Access Foundation and Ability Central. I have been using an AAC device ever since I was in elementary school. One of my passions is for everyone to communicate through technology, whatever that happens to be. It doesn't matter what your disability is, everyone needs to communicate. Okay, that was my made-up answer for you.
I love it. So with all of this advocating and accomplishment that you achieved in the last couple of years, I was surprised to know that you don't have social media for yourself. Could you share a little bit about why you don't, without cursing about Facebook? Our friend Lydia Dolly joined us. I know that you know her too.
I really like meeting people in person like your CEO at Ability Expo, because there is more to me other than email or text.
Fantastic. Well, I just want you to know, it really meant a lot to me that you said yes to doing this.
Plus, I hate taking group pictures.
That's awesome. I like that. All right. Well, I wanted to share a little funny is that I had said to you, You should do more. You should be out on social media. You should be posting and sharing your ideas because someone is going to see you and see your accomplishments and hear your words. And they're going to say, like, oh my gosh, look what he's doing. Look what he's doing with his toes. And you said,
I need to get new shoes because my feet are always dirty.
I love it. Okay, let's move on to your next pre-programmed question. What differences have you experienced during the pandemic? And this is in terms of AAC or accessibility.
When the state reopens again, the disabled community won't be the first people that will go out of their doors and our lives won't be normal. Most likely, we are all staying at home and being isolated from the virus because we are most vulnerable.
Yeah.
The disabled community is one of the poorest people in our society. Many of us don't have the means to have access to the internet in our homes, yet alone a computer. Many of us don't have the ability to communicate through a communication device to message our basic needs, or our devices are so outdated or broken that it becomes a paperweight, because it is no longer optimized to our needs, because of limitations from our health conditions. For example, I have a friend who has the same disability as myself and he lives in the next city from me. We have been trying to get him on Zoom to have some kind of social interaction because of the lockdown. He has no computer or basic internet connection. My friend has a cell phone, but he has a flip phone and cannot install any apps on it. What is my friend supposed to do for the next 6 months or whenever the pandemic is over? I fear for my friend because he is not getting the services that he should be receiving to maintain his mental health. There are a lot of unheard stories like my friend. Okay, that was my carbon copy answer.
It is very deep, Tim. It really is. And we think of these things in terms of categories, accessibility, health and wellness, mental health, things like that. But the personal stories are the most important, and I thank you for sharing them. As you said, there's a lot of people who aren't able to share those personal stories, or they have the AAC devices and they're not able to use them. So thank you for sharing that. And it is a sobering piece of this show to know that there are so many people out there that need us, that, those of us in the profession. And I know that there has been many barriers to being able to go in and support in the ways that we typically were able to, Tim. So thank you for bringing that back onto the limelight. Thank you. Okay, let's go to the next question, which is, actually, I'm going to bring on Andreas Forslund. He has a great message for you. Again, the two of you met at the LA Abilities Expo. And he's also brought you on board as a Brainiac counsel for us to help to create the BCI technology that we are working towards to help people to be able to access AAC and also to be able to say what they want to say faster. So Andreas is asking you, if AAC could be better, what would it do? And that is very much in line with the question that I had for you, which is, what are you looking forward to regarding future accessibility in technology for AAC?
With the recent innovation with artificial intelligence, I like to see better word prediction. The current word prediction system is very outdated. I like to see word prediction that uses some form of artificial intelligence to make me communicate even more effectively and faster. The app will know what setting I am, either at home or work, and it will predict phrases or words that I've already used for that environment. For example, let's say I'm at a show, seeing my favorite bands. With artificial intelligence and GPS, the app will know where I'm at and switch vocabulary to fit to that environment, like albums to the bands or songs. Here is a better example. Let's say you are having lunch at your favorite restaurant and you are about to order. Instead of typing what you want to eat, the word prediction should adapt to the environment that you are in, and the restaurant menu should be appearing in the prediction library as you order your food. This will save you time with your device and make you more efficient at communicating with others. AAC should be adapting to the user rather than the user adjusting to the device.
Yes.
Let's make it happen.
Thank you. Thank you for saying that. I'm hoping that Lucas Stuber, who is the Director of Product Development at Cognition, is on this call also. His background is linguist and also speech-language pathologist, but he's created an AAC app, and he's the one who's also helping us to move forward and work with yourself on making these amazing predictive technology keyboards. I'm going to use the word the geolocation for predicting vocabulary in the setting that you're in. I love your idea for menus. And we also have a great question because you brought it up now. Cognition, someone on our team has asked, who's your favorite band? Is this a really long name?
I like all kinds of music, to electronic to punk, but I don't listen to any mainstream music.
Oh, that's so cool. What is it? Electric dance music? Do you do that? My sons are really into that. You must be really cool like that.
I really missed going to shows.
I know. I'll have to tell you off camera what happened to my son when he went to a show recently. I mean, like, they're fun. I know, but they're crazy. I love that you're into that. Okay. Well, I want to thank you so much, Tim, for being a part of this with me, for sharing your story. And I'm pushing you to be the leader that you are. I think that you are amazing you're absolutely a thought leader, and you're someone that, like I had said again before we started talking, is that people are going to see you, hear you, and say, I can do that too. And that's what we're doing here with Cognition, is getting people to say what they want to say and be who they want to be.
Thank you so much for having me this morning.
Thank you, Tim. Happy Hump Day. All right. Whew, that was a good one. Thank you, everyone, for joining me today. I don't know, every week it's even better. So how can I say this was the best? And that's how I feel about my podcast too. I say this every week. But today's episode of our What's New, What's Next in Accessibility has been brought to you by the SpeakPros app, which is created by Cognition. It offers an intuitive interface that allows people to express themselves using face and eye tracking technology on the iPad. If you want to find out more about the SpeakPros app or for free professional access, just contact me directly, or you can stop by speakpros.com. Thanks so much and have a great week.